good to go?
Yeah,
Go ahead, do your introduction if you guys have one.
I mean, we just kind of flow with it.
All right, yeah. So you asked about thinking of the Matrix, but like honestly, I had this. So I don't smoke. I don't do anything. I don't get high anymore. I used to, everyone tried it out. Well, at least have to. At least I think you should. And I took what I thought was CBD. I want CBD. I went next door to this place, and we sell CBD because CBD is super popular right now. So all the athletes and sponsoring, endorsing it. So I was like, let me get some CBD. This motherfucker gave me THC.
Nice.
And
where, bro?
And it was like, I hear it was not even like heavy THC. It's like something called Delta something.
Delta 8 probably.
Yeah, that's scary, bro.
Oh, so it is scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, this lady is a crackhead. She was telling me, it's not hard. But yeah, it's hard then, I guess. So
right.
I was like,
can you get this off the TV?
Oh yeah. Continue.
There we go. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm taking CBD. So I'm like just eating it. I'm like, oh, this shit's good. It's cookies. I'm like, oh, I'll keep eating these. So I ate way too much.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, damn, oh my gosh, this feels like I'm high. I know what high feels like. I've been high before. So I'm like, fuck. Am I high right now? So I'm like, fuck. I asked one of my coworkers, read this fucking label for me right now and tell me if I'm taking like THC. And he's like, Dad, yeah, you're taking THC. And when the curtains get pulled down and you're like, oh fuck, I'm fucking high right now. So I get high and I go sit down and just start tripping balls, bro. Like I look at this lady, this black lady, I should say. This black lady, and why I say that specifically is because those African art, and it's like where you see there's like a super lady with skinny long face and she has like those and I just kept seeing that in like a time lapse, like the person like to now to back to then, now to back then. I'm like, why the fuck is that happening? I'm looking at her, I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm thinking it's like 10 minutes. I look back at the clock. I swear to you, it has not changed. And I'm just like, I'm screwed.
You're in the loop.
I'm just like, I'm screwed. And then I just start thinking, okay, I need to go home right now. And I'm like, right away, I was like, Thad, you're way too high. And I was like, what do you mean? If you fucking go home, you're going to die. You're going to drive this car. And right away, I thought, you're going to crack your neck.
Wait, where were you?
I'm at work right now.
Oh, nice.
Oh, my God.
I'm at work. I'm at work, and I don't work where it's just like me and you. I work where it's a fitness studio where it's me and there's 27 other people.
Yeah, probably all high too.
And they're probably high. Like a lot of these people do, get high. You could smell it. Some of them don't give a fuck how high they smell, like how much weed they smoke. And so within this trip, I'm just like, okay, this is where the simulation starts kicking. I'm thinking, okay, if I go into this car, this is how I'm gonna get home. And this is what I started thinking of Homer Simpson. You know how when Homer Simpson bro cracks his neck, boom, comes back to life and just starts going through shit. I don't know if you ever seen it. I just started tripping like, bro, Dad, you're in a I was just thinking, bro, you're in a simulation, you're in a cycle right now, bro. Everything repeats itself. It doesn't matter how many times you go through this life. It's you die and you come right back and you do the exact same shit to die and do it all over again. And right away, I just like, bro, I was like, bro, this is where you die and you repeat this whole shit. Don't you remember how this happened last time?
Oh my God.
That's what I started, bro. I started thinking, don't you remember how this happened last time? And I was like, fuck. I was like, God, I'm really good with, I'm like really big on God. I'm like, God, this cannot be real. I was like, God, I cannot be doing all this to go to heaven, to be stuck in a simulation. That is a true nightmare.
Yeah.
That is a nightmare. And I'm just like, okay, I go through this, and once I got out of that high, I started thinking everything's a simulation. We go on these periods where we are super on it, motivated, and then we do one little thing that fucks us up, and then we drop back down to a low self. And then we catch something that brings us right back up, and we're on a high. It doesn't have to be the same thing, but the emotions are the same. And we get to it, and we're ready to do it again, and then we hit something, and then we go right back down again. And then the cycle repeats itself. And I think the breaking of that cycle is when you transcend yourself. Like, now you're that guy. You're the it. You know? And that's when people start to actually listen and, like, drift you because they realize, hey, this guy's different. This guy doesn't feel like me anymore.
Yeah.
He feels like something
The
different.
old self died and the new one was born.
Right?
Your
So
higher self.
it's exactly what, like, you know, I start going back to like religious ways. Like Jesus says, for you to be, you have to die and be born again. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm like. I want to kill off my useless me. My like fuck me. Like I can't. People are like, oh, just believe in your instincts. Fuck my instincts. You know, my instincts don't know what I want to eat. You know, right away I want to eat. If I'm in a shopping plaza, I don't know if I want to have Hooters, Chipotle, or Halal Guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why would I trust my instincts?
Yeah, you're too good.
Well, I don't
You're
know.
not good.
I don't know anything. We don't know shit. And once we start learning that, like, one of the things the reason why I am here where I am is because I like to use this example. When you're on a trip, when you make the itinerary, the trip isn't fun.
Yeah.
It's stressful. But if you're the guy who is enjoying the itinerary, you're having a great time.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like this. I give God the plans.
Surrender.
I surrender it all to God. You take it. You do what you want. I don't care. I'm not doing shit. I know how powerless I am. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen 2 seconds from this speech. You know? But we're flowing, right? But it's more of, I'm going to go with the flow. And once I get to the part where we have to do an activity, I'm going to do what I have to do.
Facts.
You know what I mean? I'm going to do what I have to do
Yeah.
to make sure I, just keep moving and I don't get stuck,
Yeah.
I don't have the itineraries. I give everything to God,
And when you say like your instincts, do you think that like at some point your instincts are like whatever you fall to just gets better? Like if you do like repetition,
Yeah.
then you'll be at the mall and then you'll know that the healthy.
It'll be you start to. That's when you know you're getting better in a way, because you're like, okay, damn. Remember when I used to be like, I didn't know, but now then you like, you buy the food and you ever get those moments like, damn, bro, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I'm proud of myself. You know,
Yeah.
that's when you get those moments of realization, like, oh man, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. So it's like you start to realize, okay, is it me or am I, is something else?
Yeah. No, that definitely tends to happen when people say that you do like unproductive things or there's unproductive things to do.
Yeah.
Like you'll realize when you're on something and when you're motivated that you don't do those unproductive things.
No.
And then you're like, oh, that's why they're deemed unproductive.
Exactly.
Because like when I'm motivated and when I have like a goal in mind, I'm not doing that shit.
It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time.
Dude, what a way to start this
Yeah.
episode.
Bro, what a banger,
Yeah.
dude.
Just
Thanks for
out the
having me
gate,
on,
man.
guys.
Yeah, I think we should I'll introduce a little bit. Ryan brought us Thad, which I think maybe you should introduce him as how do you guys know each other and maybe a little bit of background on you and stuff.
Yeah. So we ran through Kobe, who is one of the guys that I have filming me through my process of being an MMA fighter. So I'm a upcoming MMA fighter, 4-0 so
Nice.
far. I'm professional,
Let's go.
and I've had good wins. Good wins, like, and my last one was a month ago, I would say, and that win was my 4-0 win, and that made me one of the top prospects, I would say, for my in South Florida. We're not in South Florida. I feel like South Florida is different to every other place. Like, I feel like the fighters here are dogs.
Bro,
We were
fuck
talking
yeah.
about that yesterday. That there's a ton of fighters and fight clubs, all that shit
Yeah.
in South Florida specifically.
Who comes out when the UFC? I think Masvidal, and then you have from South Florida.
What's it?
A lot.
Who's been training in
Usman's-
South Florida
Usman,
for a
everyone,
long time?
Like, it's legit in this area.
Colby
Crazy.
Covington. There's
Kobe
a ton of guys from out here, bro.
And fucking
Just
MMA
dogs out
masters.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all champ. Like,
It's like grit, and they're just willing to push it.
push it.
Yeah.
So how does that work? So right now you're a professional. What's your promotion called?
So I haven't actually signed to.
Oh,
So I
okay.
haven't signed. So my manager, he didn't make me sign a 3-fight contract. Only one fight. I'm only here for one fight, and that's it. Maybe I'll do another fight with you. That's cool. So I've done CES, CFFC, LFA, and Combate,
Okay.
which are all pretty big. I would say minor leagues. They're pretty big for their standings, and they're all on UFC Fight Pass.
Word.
Well, except for Combate. Combate doesn't want to affiliate with any of them. You know, and that is cool. Combate is a really good promotion. They're super awesome. I appreciate them for having me on their show. They're really big in that in America.
Are they Brazilian? Or like
No, I would say more of South America.
Okay.
Like more over in like Cuba, more like Colombia and things like that. You know, these places, and they're super cool. You know, they're trying to do their own thing, and they're trying to be big themselves. They're not trying to be on a bandwagon of UFC, and that's why I like them so much, because they're doing their own thing, and they're doing so good at it. And when I do sign, I want to sign with hopefully this promotion. Well, it's gonna happen. PFL.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah. PFL 2023. For their $1 million.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier.
And bro, this time next year, bro. Money.
Hey, you'll be back, and then
Yeah.
we'll do it on a yacht next year.
Exactly, baby. It's like, look where it is, man.
But that's what we were talking about earlier, right? Because like, why is it that the pay is so shit in the UFC compared to, like, why isn't there a competitor who pays fighters a little bit better? And
honestly, like I was saying outside, like, there will be so many reasons why and why not. Like, one, from the business point, it's I can't pay you a lump sum of money because I have to pay all these. I have to pay the staff. I have to pay my promoters. Not my promoters, but I have to pay the
like the venue.
The venue. Yeah, the venue. Like, I gotta pay out first. And like I was telling you, like NBA, NFL, MLB, they pay their fighters, or not fighters, but their athletes over time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That you get this big contract, but you're not getting paid that lump sum off the bat. No, you're getting paid over time, and even when you're done with the company itself, like you're retired, you're still getting paid. You know, and I think in fighting, you get just paid that lump sum off the bat. I still rather get paid like a lump sum over time instead of like if it was the option.
If it's 50 million compared to like $1 million, it's like one of those questions: would you rather have $1 million today or 50 million over 5 years?
You know, and I'd take the 50 million. You know, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Does that like take away the incentive to go into UFC a little bit? Do you think? Or is it just you get so much traffic in the UFC?
I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything. I want to be a world champion. So.
What, in a world champion?
Every promotion.
Okay.
I want to be a world champion of every promotion.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what promotion it is. If there's a good fighter, I want to beat him.
Okay.
What?
How old are you?
24.
And what? Oh, you're 24.
Yeah.
Damn, you're young too.
Yeah.
Fire.
Thank you.
And what? Thank you. And what weight do you fight at?
Welterweight, 170.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I want to be a world champion at any promotion and dominate.
Word.
You know, I went here and I dominated. I went there and I dominated. There's no question that this guy is the best fighter to have stepped on this earth. Pound for pound.
Yeah.
You know.
What do you think started the journey of you wanting to be a fighter?
You know, I've always liked contact. You know, you watched WWE as kids. You know.
Yeah.
And do you guys have siblings?
Yeah.
You guys ever fight your siblings? Yeah, you know, you fight your siblings because you just watched a WWE match. You know, you look at your sibling like,
oh yeah,
I'm about to take you to the sky right now. You know what I mean? And that was exciting. You know, that was fun. And
it was.
That was always in my head. But I played football and then I tore my LCL. I didn't tear it completely, but I did get a minor tear, and it did mess me up because I was running back and I couldn't do all those breaks because it would be a shift on my knee every single time I do that. So I was praying, God, please, what am I doing? I cannot go to school. You know my ADHD is not going to let me fucking sit in class and watch a professor tell me 20,000 things that I barely understood in high school. And the rest 12 years of my life that I've wasted in school. I can't say wasted. I learned a lot. But was forced.
Yeah.
You know? But I think God was forced onto me. I didn't want to be a retard. But, you know, I learned a lot, but I don't want to go on into college. It's not my path. I want to do something with me.
Cool.
And I got introduced into fighting, and I was like, I got my first pro amateur fight, and I felt that adrenaline. That is addicting. you know, that addicting, and then you hear the crowd cheering your name. Wow, it's a different level of like of winning. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it's you against it's Manu Man. It's
Bro,
me against you.
everyone fucking watching WWE and things like that. Like everyone imagines himself walking out and the crowd cheering to a song. Like that's like every guy definitely imagines that.
I would say if you're a man, you've imagined that.
Yeah,
If you're
have
a man, you've imagined beating another.
That's
guy
how you know
up.
that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know?
Primal.
Yeah.
Especially in
It's
front
primal.
of your girl.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Front of your
And
girl,
your
you've
boys all
imagined it.
cheering. You
Oh,
have everyone
man.
behind you.
And you're talking to everybody about, yeah, fuck that dude. You know? And or you're being super humble about it and you're letting everybody else talk for you, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
It
Everyone
depends.
thinks
Different
about it.
periods of your life. It depends on how after you knock this guy out, how you react. And
Exactly.
Stuff. Yeah.
You know?
That's what Agus was saying too, dude. Like the walk in and having people like there to watch you and you coming out on top, like that shit has to
That
be
is
addicting.
awesome.
I'm
It is
sure
awesome.
it comes like you have to get like acclimated to that a little bit because I'm sure the first time you must be nervous as fuck.
You're nervous every single time.
Yeah.
You're nervous. This you're nervous every single time.
It's got to get better though, right?
So the way it gets better is that this is what I have done for myself. So one tip that I heard from one of my guys, his name is Jermaine, and he told me after a fight, he was like, remember this feeling. And he only told me that after that fight. But that carried with me. Like, it was like, that was like, one of those things that you hear in life, you're like, okay, this is something. And all he said was, remember this feeling. And once I did that, I remembered, I was like, because every time you go into a fight, it's like, damn, this is adrenaline. You guys just felt it. The adrenaline is a lot. Like, you're tired as soon as you grab the dude. You're like, damn, man, I did all this training. I'm tired already. What the hell? You know what I mean? And then even if the match went on for like 30 seconds, you're breathing.
Yeah.
Because it's hard. But once you learn how, like you said, to get acclimated to it, you learn to deal with it and like, okay, I remember this is going to be like this. It's just another walk in the park, or it's just another fight that I got to do. It's just another 15 minutes, another 25 minutes. It's nothing. It's nothing. But the jitters are there. But as soon as you step in, like, it's like, what can go wrong? What can go wrong? What can go wrong? Fuck, what can go wrong? I'm about to kill this dude.
Yeah!
It's like, what can go wrong? What can go wrong? But as soon as you touch that mat or you go into that cage, like, fuck this shit. I'm about to kill this guy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let him take nothing from me.
Yeah, just the confidence.
It's ready to go through, it's ready to go. And that's one of the things where I go, I beat on my chest because it's like, it's time to go, baby.
Yeah.
I'm ape shit. I'm
Yeah.
Silverback. I'm trying to go ape shit. I'm Silverback, baby.
But you gotta wear talking apes next
Yeah,
time.
I got you, man. Yeah.
We can sponsor you.
Yeah, let me know, man. I got you guys.
Yo, I think that reminds me of two things, and one is a question. One is that I think you've told me that before when we've had like moments of just grandeur at EDC and things like that, and you're like, remember this feeling, because that's a feeling that you can carry on.
Got goosebumps.
Exactly. But another thing is a question I wanted to ask you, which I've wondered, is like when you're in a fight, and obviously you have the nerves, you have all these things. Do you feel when you're winning and when you're losing, and does that like motivate you, maybe like energize you? Because I think right now on FIFA they just added this thing, which is like when you play FIFA, it says expected goals, and it's always on the side of if you feel like you're winning, the game says that you're winning, right? Even though like it might not be clear in the stats and stuff. So do you feel like early on in the fight, oh, I'm winning, I'm gonna kick this fight is in the bag, I'm the one who's on top right now?
There are moments like you're saying, like you could tell right away if you're going against someone who's not, just by the way they throw a punch or a kick, or even the way they move. Like if I see a guy and he's like really small into his stance, I'm like, maybe he might throw a haymaker, like he's like ready to spring a load on me. But then he throws like a wild punch, then I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
It's this fight's in the bag.
Yeah.
But even though I say this fight's in the bag, I don't underestimate my opponent.
Yeah.
Because this fight's in the bag, and nothing worse than losing to a person you knew you could beat.
Yeah.
Usman thought that fight was in a bag until
Yeah.
with a minute
Exactly.
left he got fucking iced.
Either you humble yourself or you get humbled.
Totally.
That's the crazy thing about fighting too. Anything could happen. Like, bro, a punch to the face and you're out.
You're out, and that was the craziest moment, seeing Usman
That was
dominate
nuts,
this guy. Dominate.
yeah. Who are you going for in that
Usman,
fight? Yeah.
always. Usman was awesome, man. Usman's the unk.
He was like, I mean, he was taking over. He was like talking.
He was dominating.
After the first round, after like that, after he threw himself down and let Leon take his top and do all his work, he dominated 2-5, 2-4, and then 5. Beginning of 5, he was dominating.
Yeah.
Last minute and a half, 1, 2, kick.
So what did he do wrong?
That was crazy,
Wow.
dude.
What do you think he did wrong? Did he underestimate, or did he think this is in the bag?
Overconfident. If you have the whole fight in the bag, why are you pressing still?
Yeah.
What statement do you need to make? You already made it.
Yeah.
You don't think that's there though? Like he's kind of what you want to be. He's like the top. He's the pound for pound. He owns the division. Don't you think since he's in that position, he has to push the whole match and look for the knockout to kind of solidify it?
I would say he does, but Israel Adesanya doesn't do it.
Exactly.
But Israel Adesanya gets shit for fighting like
Yeah, but
a
he's
big
on top though.
and being a
Fuck
show
it.
and shit.
You know.
Yeah.
He's still the champion, and he's beat Whitaker twice.
Mm.
Whitaker's a monster.
Yeah.
But
And the way he got there was by going through dogfights. So it wasn't like the only reason he's getting shit is because people want to see how he used to be. The only reason Mayweather gets shit is because he used to be Pretty Boy, and Pretty Boy was a dog.
Right.
He used to destroy people.
Yeah.
But then Money Mayweather was, I just want to make money,
Yeah.
defend, and just win this fight.
which
I
is
think-
smart, right? Strategic.
Exactly.
Long term.
No one cares. No, you can't. You're the fan. That's okay. You're the fan. I'm the fighter putting my life on the line.
True.
I don't want to be a vegetable after this fight because you wanted to see me get knocked out.
I think Mayweather's fighting KSI's little brother
Yeah.
next.
Really?
Did you
Fighting
see that?
Daju.
Just money, dude.
It's
Just
money. Yeah, exactly. It's money.
Do you-
And I'm
do you
doing
think-
it. Fuck that. I'm doing it.
Yeah, you think that's like? You think that's cool, or you think it's kind of like, come on,
The reason I don't really care because it's exhibition matches.
right?
You know, everyone does like an exhibition match for something, but and especially no one does exhibition matches for that much millions of dollars. If you got me, if you're gonna tell me I could do a match against someone who never really boxed, a YouTuber's little brother, against me who is 50-0, and I can win millions of dollars, and even if I do lose, it doesn't go on my record.
Yeah.
I'm out there.
You don't got much
Yeah.
to lose.
You don't have anything to lose.
Yeah.
You don't have
shit
any.
to
I'm
lose.
still getting paid millions of dollars if I lose.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you think any of those fights are rigged? Like, so for example, when who did Jake Paul knock
Jake
out?
Paul, Tyron Woodley.
Yeah, Jake Paul knocked out Tyron Woodley. Do you
No.
think that's rigged?
he got hit.
Yeah.
Tyron
hit
Woodley's not
straight
even. Tyron Woodley isn't a good striker to
Right.
begin with. You know, he faked him, went low, and what do people do when they think they're about to get hit in the stomach?
You know, drop your hands and bug
Yeah,
your stomach.
and he went over the top. Pop.
Word.
It was a clean shot.
Yeah.
a clean
And he's
shot, took him
fighting.
out.
Who's he fighting right now? Jake
Tyron
Paul.
Jake
He's fighting. Silva, Anderson Silva.
Anderson Silva. Oh my gosh.
In
please,
boxing?
Anderson Silva. Yeah, and the next fight.
I love Anderson Silva.
Oh my
man.
gosh.
He's a
Please,
beast.
Anderson Silva. If you lose, bro, I'll go cry. I'll go, like, legend.
Yeah.
So listen, so you tear your ACL or partial
MCL,
tear, right?
yeah.
MCL.
Oh, LCL.
Okay.
Sorry, LCL.
LCL. Playing football. You graduate high school.
Yeah.
You figure like this isn't for me.
Yeah.
And you said you have a job, right? You
I
were
have-
working in an office
yeah.
at one point, and then did you quit your 9 to 5?
Now, yeah. I've
Okay.
quit.
You left the rat race. You left the hamster wheel.
Left the hamster wheel.
How was like
Another
taking that
simulation.
decision?
Huh?
What was it like to like make that decision and say like fuck working 9 to 5? Like I'm just gonna fight.
Oh man, that was difficult. You know, the reason why it was difficult is because you're like I was telling you guys, the familiar. You don't want to let go of what's familiar and what's comfortable. This is bringing me in good money. I don't have to worry about money. If I
Yeah.
let go of this, I may have to start worrying about money. I don't like going into my funds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to go into my funds. I'd rather use new funds that are coming in. And now if I lose this job, fighting takes away money right now. You know, fighting, you pay for training. You pay for competitions. You know, it's taking away money now. So I was like, man. You hear of people talking about the necessary sacrifice. So I was like, I guess this is mine. So I was like, either I jump in it and go for it, and I'm going for gold, and I go for it now, or I'll regret it later. And I hate regret.
They say like when it feels the scariest to jump, that's when you
Yeah,
gotta
that's
do
when
it.
you
It was
go.
something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Word.
You know, and when you jump, you realize, oh my gosh, this is actually amazing. You know, like I went skydiving, and I was terrified. You know, I was,
did you go here in South Florida?
yeah, Miami.
Yeah. Okay.
At one of the airports over there, really far south in
Homestead?
Yeah, I think
Like
Homestead.
deep in home.
Homestead.
That's where we've gone.
Homestead, yeah, and I convinced my boy because he was with me, Franco. Shout out to Franco for coming with me. You know, I was like, he was there. I was like, bro, you gonna let me jump out of this fucking plane by myself, bro? Like I can't call you my brother, man. Like I
that card on
oh
him,
my
bro?
gosh, I peer pressured the shit out of him, and then I even had other people who were there, like tell him like, guys, I was like, I'm super friendly, so I'm talking to people. I'm like, yeah, one of my friend, he's here. He just dropped me off. He doesn't really care about me. He's letting me jump off myself. And he's like, oh my gosh, you can't let him do that. And my friend Franco hates when people talk down on him. He's like, man, I knew he doesn't do that. I was like, ah, you fucking dumbass, you know. And in my head, I'm like, you dumbass. And he does it too. And as we're going up, I mean, like, you just keep going up. Like, like you think you're gonna, as soon as you're gonna stop before you get to the clouds.
Nah.
Nah, you're going through the clouds, motherfucker. You're still going up. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually doing this. I'm shaking and shit. And then we get to the, I mean, you guys were there tandem, right? Like, you get to the end and they're like, keep your head up, you know, keep your head up.
Yeah.
So that when you jump, you don't have anything in your face. I'm like, and the guy's just pulling my head back. I was like, oh. He's pulling my head back. And as soon as I jump, you know that drop, that
feeling is
yeah,
so crazy.
oh my gosh, that
Fuck.
and then oh my gosh, and you're just like, this is amazing.
It feels
Yeah.
good.
I'm fucking
Dude, I gotta do it. Everyone's.
no, you have to. I think that's one thing you
January
have to do.
1st, lock. Let's do that.
That is awesome. Like I was like, this is the best thing I've ever done.
Yeah, it was amazing. You're on an adrenaline high the entire day.
Oh, the
It's
whole
nuts,
time.
dude.
Like the whole day, I was just like, I'm ready to do something crazy. You know, I just jumped out of a sky. Like, what can?
Yeah,
what
fuck
can
it,
kill me?
nothing can stop you,
Nothing
bro.
can.
Dude, I felt the same way yesterday after the tournament. I feel like that adrenaline carried out.
Oh,
throughout the whole
yeah,
day.
for
I was
sure.
like, fuck yeah, like I'm so. Even though like I won one and I lost one, so
How was it?
I left on a loss. The first
alright.
one was one like I was happy, and the second one I got pretty slammed. But
Hmm.
dude, I still like I was in a good mood and I had that adrenaline the whole day. I was like, yeah, like
Nice,
let's fucking go.
nice.
It was good.
There
Yeah,
you
what's
go, right?
what's the go-to celebration after you win your fights?
Like, what do you mean?
I don't know, something that you do after to like, oh, I did the weight cut, I did what I had to do, I finished the fight, I won, now I go enjoy myself. What's the go-to?
I'm gonna get religious again.
Let's do it.
I like pray.
Mhm.
Like, I go find like a dark room
Yeah.
and just start praying, like conversing, like talking to God. Like, you know that voice in your head.
Yeah.
Eventually, it starts to sound like God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bro, fuck yeah.
Eventually, it starts to sound like God, and you just like I just start conversing with that brain, and then like just like me, you talk to yourself. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker,
Yo, bro,
you know, like you're like, yeah, man, I got that. You know, I was like, thank you, God. I'm like, thank you, God. You got me. And like, oh no, bro, he did hit me hard though. He hit me hard, though. You know, it's like that, and it's like I'm like going back and forth with the voice. He's just like. And then once you're done, you're like, oh yeah, you know, you're backing up yourself. You're just like, oh, God, I appreciate you so much. You know, I like, honestly, everything you do is amazing. Like, I can't wait to like just I'm in the passenger seat and I'm just enjoying the ride. I'm just enjoying the ride, Dad. Just let's keep going.
I do the same thing, bro. I'm like, Dad, thank you.
Man, I'm telling you, just finding that relationship is amazing because it's like, what can you do? How can you disappoint God? You can't. You could disappoint friends. You could disappoint family. You can't disappoint God. And like, of course, you can be like, he'd be like, all right, don't worry. You know, your friends be like, all right, man, don't worry. We'll figure it out. It's like God, like, all right, man. You like going to those friends that say, all right, man, don't worry, we'll figure it out. Now those friends are like, damn, bro, what the fuck? Like, come on, like, like I don't want to go to you if you're that guy. You know, if you're the guy who's gonna help me, I'm going to you. You know, and that's what I do. And then after I do all that, then I want to go home and I want to talk to my mom, my dad, and then probably play COD and rage quit or something. You know?
Yeah, more adrenaline.
Yo, send me your location. I'm about to beat your
I'm
ass.
gonna kick your fucking ass, you stupid. Like, fuck you, your mom, everyone. You were born in an orphanage that slapped you guys the whole time. You know?
Well, they can't say I'll kick your ass to you when they're playing COD. You know. And be like,
No,
bro,
not
you would
really.
not say that.
Who would not?
No, people on COD.
Oh yeah, you know, I always say, and I'm like, bro, I'll send you my Instagram right fucking now, bro. Who do you think you're talking to, man? Look me up, bitch. Send me a message, and then I'll call you a pussy on my Instagram, just so you know it was me who was playing. You know?
Well, that's actually interesting because.
Is it cool if I curse on here?
Yeah,
Okay.
We've talked about that a couple times. Do you feel a little bit more? I don't know what the word is, like maybe like dangerous in public. Do you feel like did you ever have like a power trip where you're like, I could fuck these guys up if I really wanted to?
No, I avoid
No.
situations.
Yeah.
Dude, everyone we
come
ask
on,
about
you
says
gotta
the same
know,
thing.
man.
There's
Everyone's just gonna say
we've
no.
talked about this before, and I'm sure you'll agree.
No, because you get power. You're like fucking. You know what I mean? You're like,
if you
You
like,
don't have real power.
what do you
No.
mean?
I feel like if you want to demonstrate power, you don't have real power.
true.
True.
Yeah, but I guess you might be wrong about that. Like you might feel like you actually have power, if you know what I mean. So if you feel like you do have power, you kind of want to show it.
And
Like
then
there's always those
you
guys.
show it, and then there's a guy who was quiet who actually has real power and who shuts your ass up, and you're like, damn, I should have just kept walking.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
No, that I mean, basically that like, but usually like people before they start training, you know, if you have like a huge ego, you're just some dickhead. You're looking for fights, but once you kind of, you know, get on the journey or whatever of, let's say, MMA, you start training, you start realizing, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. A, B, why would I fight someone? Why would like I do this whole ego like trying to show that I have power? You know, you want to be instead the guy that was quiet and that shut the other guy up.
Yeah,
and now he
exactly.
thinks I should have just kept walking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like that's why the reason why I feel like we're like this is because we're constantly being humbled. You're constantly being tapped out. You're constantly getting punched in the face. So it's like you're constantly being humbled.
Shit, I got humbled yesterday, bro.
You know? So it's like it's no point of going out and we're like, oh, I'm big macho guy. I can fuck you up and do that. One, girls don't like that. Or at least the girls you want shouldn't like that.
Yeah.
Amen.
That's the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Amen.
You know, you don't want to be around a girl that wants you to be in trouble or the thick of it. You know, you want a girl that knows what you're capable of, and yes, appreciates that you're that guy, but also appreciates that you can be a teddy bear.
Yeah, they're gentle.
You know, you're gentle, and then that teddy bear turns into a black bear or brown bear, I should say.
Yeah.
A grizzly.
Well, yeah, you
A
need to.
grizzly,
Big
You need to,
motherfucker.
you need
You know?
to be like. It's better. What's the saying? It's like it's better to be a soldier in the garden than a gardener in the war.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. A soldier.
A warrior in the gardener.
Yeah, something like that.
It's something like this. You guys got it. You guys got it.
Yeah.
But that's very true. You know,
Yeah.
very
You
true.
need to be able to
Interesting.
control it. Yeah, I mean, a lot of girls also do want like the ability for a guy to protect too. Like you can't just be someone who. I mean, there's various ways I think nowadays that you can protect yourself that don't involve fighting.
And
That's another thing. You don't want to get into a fight
no,
because
because especially down here,
Never know.
like there's no reason.
There's hella crazy ass people
Hella
down
crazy
here,
people.
man.
One,
it's not worth it.
yeah, it's,
Not at all.
people pull out guns and you lost your life because you
Yeah.
couldn't because someone cut you off.
But every once in a while, you'll hear like one of like a fighter that got it like punched a guy at a bar. Like McGregor punched some old guy at a bar, and then I think Mayweather punched someone in the face in like a flight in an airplane. No,
That
not
was
Mayweather.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
That was a crazy ass video.
But that guy
Dude,
was
imagine getting
being
punched by Mike
stupid.
Tyson.
That guy was
You-
being like
did you-
antagonizing the whole
You
time.
walk away with your tail between your legs, bro. You can throw hands with Mike
You're
Tyson.
done.
Oh,
Fuck
why
outta here,
would you
man.
even do that? Like,
Stupid,
What
bro.
happened?
he
Horrible
was
idea.
the whole time like in Mike Tyson's face. Hey, like, bro, if you're on a plane, right? First of all, Mike Tyson's probably like the super most busiest guy.
Yeah.
You know, at least
The
comparison to
the
me.
busiest.
You know, I know about that. You know, and
Flip that.
I would never go up to him and say that. But you know, in comparison to us, at least he's super busy.
Yeah.
You know, probably to most people on that plane, he probably just wanted to chill. The guy was like, "Oh man, just all up in his face, like motherfuckers who don't have person, like get out of my face." You know,
Straight up.
and it's Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
This guy is known for exploding.
Yeah.
It's an explosive power. Why would you do that? And he got beat up. That's what happens.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't blame Mike for doing what Mike
does.
does. You know, like, come on.
Do you think
does
Mike
what he
Tyson
does.
was like the most dominant fighter, or like most just aggressive? Because I think his fights are obviously like not being so much into the world of boxing technically. Mayweather's not as entertaining as Mike Tyson for me because I guess there's like a whole repertoire of things that he does that like sets up movements and it's just like, so good
I'm gonna look up real
defensively.
quick the record difference.
He can, right? Yeah, Ryan can throw it up here.
Yeah,
So
Do
look
you-
at Mike Tyson's record and
Yeah.
Mayweather's record.
Mayweather's 50-0.
but
Off.
just so Mike Tyson's record.
He won 19 professional fights by knockout, 12 of them in the first round.
19 professional.
So
Out of-
being
out
the
of-
most
50,
aggressive, you can say that.
50 wins in total, 44 knockouts.
Jesus fuck, dude. Why
So
would you?
definitely say he's the most aggressive for sure?
Fuck.
You know?
Do you think he's the best boxer of all time? It's
No,
Who would it be?
I still say Mayweather.
Who?
Mayweather.
Or
Really?
Muhammad.
More than Muhammad
Ali?
Ali?
Yeah, I don't know Muhammad.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
before our time.
It's kind of
You
like
know,
Pele.
I can-
Like the
I-
argument of Pele. Like,
You know, it's I appreciate people for paving paths, but I can't stick up for you. You know, in a way
Fair,
of like
fair,
I don't
fair.
I'm not I don't I didn't know you.
yeah,
You know,
I feel you.
I knew Mayweather.
Yeah, I mean the whole sport has just evolved so much since like Muhammad Ali's times. Like,
Exactly.
It's a completely different thing.
Very different. I mean, like Muhammad Ali is good. The power, he's great. No, I shouldn't say good. He's great. Like one of the greatest for sure. Is he taking that power though that Mike Tyson would have gave his ass? Bam, bam,
Yeah.
bam, bam.
Yeah,
That is
I don't know
scary.
who is.
To have a guy in your face like this, constant
Yeah.
pressure, bro. Get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
What about MMA? Do you think there's like one solid like best MMA fighter of all time?
Demetrius Johnson,
Really?
Mighty Mouse.
Okay.
I fucking love that guy.
Yeah. He just fight in a
One
one
championship.
champion. Who did he fight against?
The guy that beat him with the knee to the head. I forgot his name, but he just won his belt back by a knee to the head.
Nice.
But the way he
nice.
threw this knee to the head was so beautiful. He ducked the punch, hit him with a cross. The guy was stumbling back, and he's like stalking him down the whole time, and just jump knees him in the head.
Uh-huh.
And it's just like, wow.
That was Demetrius Johnson in the one championship.
Yeah.
Do you know what the other guy's name was?
No, I can't even tell you.
He's the guy who got kneed in the head.
Yeah, the guy,
that
the guy
got
who
knee
was
in the
holding Demetrius Johnson's belt before him.
What do you think is gonna happen when Alex Pereira fights Israel in
Oh
the
my gosh,
UFC?
bro. Please, man. I'm just thinking.
Demetrius Johnson with a
Was that the
gorgeous
knee?
Yeah.
Wait, put it back.
direction, and leg load helps propel knuckles to
Can
chin.
you make it big here and then
This
put
is
it up?
real, gathering information and feeding it to the brain to allow the algorithm to
See how he stalks him?
calculate
And then
trajectories
bop.
to facilitate collision.
Oh my gosh.
Against the cage,
We'll
too.
play full speed
That
right
was
now.
against the cage.
Demetrius Johnson with a gorgeous expression of artistic violence.
God damn. Bro, he had to have like some
That's horrible,
like some damage, like brain damage.
Oh,
or
bro.
some shit.
CTE right there. That's
No
horrible.
doubt.
Fuck.
Yeah. So what do you think is gonna happen with those two?
I don't know. I'm like these fights you get nervous for. You know, you want Izzy to win, but then you hear this guy Pereira's like crazy power. But
Dude.
I don't think. I feel like hopefully Izzy shows MMA and takes this guy down to the ground.
And he beat him twice, no?
Pereira's beat
yeah.
Izzy twice. Yeah,
Twice.
I was at Pereira's UFC debut, and he threw a flying knee against some Greek guy, and I'll never forget. I'm just looking, and all of a sudden I see this Greek guy's arms just go like that. And he
Oh
just
my
fucking, boom,
gosh.
falls against the floor, like bounces and shit. Never forget that.
That is wild.
Insane.
Have you
bro.
ever knocked someone out like that?
No.
Like not with a knee or not in
Not
general?
really. Well, I've only TKO'd people.
Okay, like on the ground or
Like, knock people down and like they're looking out like this,
Yeah.
and then I'm bam, 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 bam. Those considered- like I've never knocked somebody out and they're like spazzing the whole time. Like that's scary.
like that picture of Usman after the Edwards
Oh
fight where
my
his eyes
gosh.
are like
He's
fucking rolled back.
bro, that
dude.
is scary.
nuts.
That is like this guy's dead right now.
That must have been like a mushroom trip, like 10
Oh
grams and you're
my
fucking
gosh.
gone.
The man lost 10 years off his life for sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think they just
Yeah,
died.
that place that you go to when you get tapped out is just so weird.
Oh, it's crazy. You ever got put to sleep?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
crazy
Feels so
feeling.
good.
It's dope. Bro, I was
so
saying this. I'm cutting weight for my fight, and going against my boy Scooter. Shout out to Scooter because he's a combat night champion right now,
That's cool.
and we're rolling right now. And this guy is 125 weight class. I'm 170. See, you know how big difference that is.
Yeah.
Going against him, just rolling because I'm just trying to sweat. And he gets me in a choke. I get out of it, I thought. I turn into him, and I'm gone. And I'm in a place, and I'm dancing with people.
Oh, you remember where you were?
Bro, I'm dancing. The only reason I remember is because I just kept thinking, like, what happened? And you know how little by little things keep coming back to you?
Yeah.
I'm dancing with people, bam, bam, bam. And then they're like, bro, aren't you training? And I'm like, bro, I'm training right now. And then I hear my boy, I hear one of the guys, it was Nicky. He says, take out his mouthpiece. And I'm like, ain't no fucking way. ain't no, bro. They take out my mouthpiece, and all I do, I wake up, and I'm just like, and it's like, it's like a trip. You're just like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
what? You know, you're just like, wow. I don't know what just happened. Like, what just happened? Like, it's crazy how, like,
It's a weird feeling.
it's so crazy. It's so weird.
Dude, the other day I got put to sleep by a 14-year-old kid. We had
gosh.
finished training and I went over to Carlitos. Did you see this black belt that went viral on MMApes a few weeks ago? He's like the only. Give me a sec. This thing is talking to me. He's the only blind Hispanic black belt. He's here in Miami. We did a podcast with him a few weeks ago.
Wow.
So I'm talking with him, and this little kid comes from behind, jumps on top of me, and just rear naked. And I didn't think it was tight. So I'm just sitting here with this kid choking me, talking with the black belt. I'm like, all right, I'm going to get this kid off of me. So I go to, like, throw him over. And the next thing I remember, I wake up on the floor.
Oh, my God.
What happened? Yeah.
Jeez, how did
Little
it
ass
feel?
kid. It feels good because it's like a reset.
Ah,
You know, it's like you hit the reset button and you're like, oh, I'm back. And I tell the kid, I'm like, yo, like, go grab me some water. Like, I'm just laying here. And this little fucker comes with the cold ass water bottle and just pours it on my face.
Oh,
He's
my
like,
God.
wake up, bro, wake up. I'm like, dude, like, the fuck are you doing? I want to drink it. But yeah, dude, getting put to sleep is a weird.
It's so
feeling.
crazy.
Yeah, to
You went to
reset.
sleep as well?
Yeah, when I came back, so I
That's
just
wild.
knocked out. I was in a bow and arrow, and I could breathe. I'm like really good at. I do breath work, so I can hold my breath and I could stay deep in a choke. But it was blood.
Yeah.
So then I just knock out and I wake up, and I look around. I'm like, who the fuck are these people? I'm like, where the
Wow.
fuck am I? And I was just like, and then all my memories came back, and I was like, oh, I'm safe. But it was literally
Oh
like,
my
dude, I'm
gosh.
looking at 6 strangers all around me, and I'm just like, where the fuck am I?
No,
You
you
just
just started
woke up.
tripping out. Yeah, man, that is wild.
Yeah,
That
but
is
I felt
scary.
really good. I felt good, but I was afraid for a second.
My gosh, that is crazy. No, honestly, that's why I was like, I was kind of happy. Like one of mine was like,
You're dancing,
I
bro.
was,
You're having a
bro,
good
I was
time.
having a good time.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember the way these people looked or anything, but I remember I was just, you know how when you have that feeling, you're just,
Yeah.
I was dancing.
You're in heaven,
Just
bro.
swaying.
Yeah, I was, bro,
That's
dancing.
so
And then they told me, "Aren't you training?" Then I was like, "I'm training right now." And then someone says, "Take his mouthpiece out," and I was like, "Yo, ain't no fucking way, bro. Like I'm really asleep right now."
It's like, damn.
And then you wake, bro. I'm telling you, it's like everything starts slowly coming back to you. It's like, okay, now you got your hearing back.
Yeah.
Okay, now you know where you are. Okay.
How long does it take to
I-
choke someone out?
bro,
in
It
10
depends on
seconds.
how
10 seconds? That seems long.
dude. It depends on how deep that thing is like
he
how
was
deep
getting
the
he
choke
was getting
is.
blood choked too.
That was
way he-
blood, and I must have not been in there for more than 5 seconds, and then I was out. Because the thing is too, the day before the kid had done the same thing, and that time it really wasn't tight. So I played like boy that cried wolf,
Yeah.
and I pretended I was asleep so he would let go. So then when I really went to sleep, he thought I was playing again.
Damn,
and
bro,
he
you gotta
just
be
kept it
careful
fucking
with that.
sunk in. Yeah,
You gotta be careful with that.
That is scary.
yeah.
Kid was about to take your life.
Literally, bro, little
gosh.
shit kid. He felt so bad after, bro. He kept apologizing and shit.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
but
like,
then
I
he
was
threw
like,
water.
bro.
in your face.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck, man? It
He was
making it worse.
spazzing. He was spazzing.
But you
But
can
yeah.
feel when someone's out, no?
I mean,
Like
bro, just
if
go
they
limp.
they go limp, yeah. But he was on my back, and he said like I just fucking dropped because I was standing. He said I just dropped on the floor, and I started like twitching a little or
Fuck.
whatever.
Oh my god.
And that's when he like let go. But
Yeah. I need to get. I need
We'll
to
top
get
you
knocked
out
out.
after the podcast.
have you
He says I need to get knocked out.
have you
That's
gotten knocked out?
I did it to my brother. Like I used to. He actually used to ask me to do it. Like when
Oh,
we
you
put-
told us.
Yeah.
He was going dancing, bro. He was enjoying
Jeez.
it.
Have
Like a
you
buzz.
ever gotten knocked out like from a hit of
I've got-
knee, a foot, or
I've gotten
something?
I've gotten knocked down in a fight.
Okay. And what's that like?
You don't know. I don't know.
It's just fast, right? It's just-
Yeah.
It's
But
just
I
you get
got
hit
back
and
up. Like I got back up. Like,
Right.
Like the thing is, like I'll show you guys a video right now if you guys want to see it.
Yeah, for sure.
So I got knocked down, and when I got knocked down, I'm just like, when I don't know that I went all. So I got what I know is that I see this guy rushing me and I grab him.
Okay.
Then I watch the video and I hit the ground and everything, and then I bounce back up and then I grab him.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
did you do like the chicken dance like with your legs?
No,
and shit?
I just it was a complete knock drop, boom, and then I get back up.
Fuck.
It's like legit, like
So that part just kind of like you don't remember
that part's
those
gone.
2 seconds.
Yeah, that part's gone. I don't know. I never like only if I never seen this video, I would be like, no, I never hit the ground.
Do you remember like the fight after, like the specific moments as you're fighting the guy, or is it kind of just like a blur that like moves quickly?
Like, what do you mean? I'm sorry.
Like, let's say your last fight, right? Do you remember every single moment that you're there, like every punch that you throw, or is it kind of a blur and you're like, oh, I was just fighting?
I don't know.
You know?
I would say you do know what you're doing because you're in
Yeah,
the
of
fight.
course.
But I feel like sometimes you have to just let your training take over.
What percentage
Flow.
of your training do you think really like goes into your fight though? Like, so my Muay Thai coach that we had him here a few weeks ago. He was telling me that like you're 100% in a fight in like a match is like you're 50% of training just because there's so much adrenaline and you
Ain't
don't
doing
know.
shit.
Yeah.
And bro, it's like that's why you have to like overwork yourself sometimes.
That's what he was saying.
You know,
exactly.
just so that 50% could be way more than your
Yeah.
50%. Your 50%.
You gotta be at like 120%. You
you
gotta know
know,
exactly.
it's that's true. Why? Okay, here it is. It's true though, because
Yeah, could you maybe send it to us after and
Yeah,
we
I
can
got you
edit
guys.
it into the video? But yeah, just show it real quick.
Oh, damn, the cage and everything. Which fight was this?
this is my title match that damn, I have that fucking screen protector.
That's good. We can see it.
You guys can see it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw.
So I like slow this down.
So you chose the left. Ooh, the overhand.
That one doesn't hit me, but this one. Damn.
We got the technical difficulties.
Maybe
going
if you
on.
disconnect
Right.
from Wi-Fi, because I think it's probably a bad
Is
one.
it on Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Put it from the beginning of the video because you can see it. It's in fast motion at the beginning.
Nah, yeah, I don't know if it's gonna load right now.
I just
Play by play for the people at home.
I'll definitely
Drop
send
in
it to
the
you.
thing. Yeah,
One
we can
left
just throw it
missed
into
punch.
the video.
But it was wild. I get hit.
I saw you went against the cage. You kind of slumped and then you got back up.
Yeah.
And you just
Fuck,
that doesn't. You
bro.
just it's not in your memory at all.
No. So, boom. Okay, let me show you right here. Yeah. So it's the 1, 2. Oof. I thought that's all I remember. So, boom. I don't remember none of this.
Uh-huh.
I'm
So
out.
That's what it is.
I'm out there. So. Sorry. As soon as he hits me, I'm out.
Uh-huh.
And as soon as my hands hit the ground and I see him, I'm awake again.
That's when you were saying that he was rushing toward and you
Yeah.
grabbed him. I see.
So
Fuck,
I don't
Fuck.
remember the fall,
Uh-huh.
but I remember
The rise.
looking at him running at me. I'm like, oh shit, okay, I just hit the ground.
Yeah.
Because
you-
I'm not. I know you can know when you're okay. Yeah, this guy just hurt me. You know, I'm gonna grab this bitch.
And you won that fight.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
Good shit, bro.
yeah. Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, like, since there's so much adrenaline and there's nerves and all that shit, your peak performance in a fight won't be what you're putting out in training, where it's your people, your comfort zone, whatever, right?
Yeah, and that's one that goes to that set, to pick up on that. Like, there's one of the things that I heard from one of my old training partners. His name was Pollo. He said he used to be like dropping wisdom. And when I think about it, I always listen to him. Like, he used to drop wisdom on me. He's like, man, Dad, always remember when you see the guy here now, either he is 30% better in the fight, or he doesn't even look anything like you know him. So it's either you go into the fight and you're better, like you're crisp on your technique. You're crisp on your technique, or you throw your technique out the window, and you're like, let's go, or you're scared and you're just like cowering away the whole time. You know, so it's and then when you or then there's that middle ground where you're just like, okay, let me just take this pace by pace. Take this pace by pace. I don't want to get hurt. You know, some people like this. You know?
Yeah. I mean, it also depends what you're trying to do. What you're trying to, like, if you're Israel Adesanya and you're just trying to win the fight in 5 rounds.
Yeah, he's just trying to keep your belt or something.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna do that in this fight though.
I don't know if he's gonna allow him to do that.
Who's he fighting next?
Israel Adesanya,
Yeah.
Pereira.
Locked?
Yeah,
When is it?
it's gonna be in a couple months, not a couple weeks.
Thanks. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I didn't know.
yeah, I think it's in November.
Damn, I want to see that.
Yeah, and
That's going to be a good fight.
It's gonna be a crazy fight. I think.
Alex Pereira's a monster.
Man,
He's fucking huge. He's jacked.
but Israel's the same weight, same class, same
Yeah.
height.
Yeah, it's going to be a good
It's
fight.
really interesting, I think, the UFC, because you get to see all of these different types of like fighting styles and also jiu-jitsu and ground game and wrestling
Mm-hmm.
all mixed together, and there's always someone who's a little bit better at ground game, someone who's a little bit better at striking.
Yeah,
So you'll have like 2 matchups, and it's like, you know, you'll see how that mixes. And yesterday also you saw like Oliveira lose to in a ground game. He lost in jiu-jitsu, no?
yeah.
What do you get subbed with a Dars?
Arm triangle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was crazy though, because he got dropped after trying to throw a flying knee, which was nowhere near the target.
What a beast.
You know, like he just threw it as like it looked like it was out of desperation, and he got caught with the same thing. He always gets caught and dropped with a hook.
Yeah.
He got dropped with a hook, and you know most people don't want to go into his guard, but now you're going against Islam, who does that? Who smashes? He's a Khabib.
Yeah,
He's
bro.
Khabib Jr.
You
You
make
know?
him different in Dagestan, bro.
Bro, they're monsters, you know, and it's like he as soon as he went down, you know, he's thinking, okay, this guy, no, motherfucker jumps into his guard, tries to pass his guard, and goes into an arm triangle, and it's tight. He taps, bro. What a statement!
Right?
Yeah,
That's
what
what
a
I was
statement.
thinking.
What a statement! Like you tapped the
Oliveira,
guy who
bro.
taps has the most taps,
Yeah. Yeah.
bro, and you win the
That's
belt
tapping.
off of that.
Yeah.
That's wild.
How do
no,
you
but
mix that? Oh, what were you gonna say?
that what you're saying is like totally true, and it's sick to see like when UFC started in '93, I think it was, you would have like a karate guy versus a jiu-jitsu guy, right? A Muay Thai guy versus a wrestler.
Yeah.
And now it's exactly what you're saying. Through the years, everything's like morphed together, and you see how this plays in with this and can fight against that
Yeah.
fighting style.
That's
And
the coolest
it's
part.
super dope
Because
to
you
see.
see people like getting tapped, like fucking Oliveira, or you see people getting knocked out, like Usman. Who
Yeah.
I think his best feature is probably like just fighting. No, it's not like ground
Wrestling.
game.
No,
Oh,
it's
wrestling, right?
His knockout powers fucking
It's still
through
there,
the moon.
yeah.
too,
I mean,
bro.
fucking that
Streets.
Masvidal knockout.
Almost broke Masvidal's
Oh
neck
my
doing
gosh,
that.
that was
shit, bro.
crazy how much sweat came off of him.
Yeah,
Slow mo, I was just
Yeah.
like, man, this man dried his
But I
instant
could-
dry.
Yeah, I could tell you what Masvidal wasn't as confident. But so I was gonna to tie this in with you. Like, do you try and get a little bit better in all these different parts,
You
or
have to.
you have to?
Yeah. One thing that I like to do is like why I train every day is because I want to stay ahead of the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like why wait till like people be like, oh, you have to learn during failure. Fuck you and fuck that. It sucks to lose. You know, I'll learn when I'm supposed to learn in training. That's
Like,
when
cool, that's some
that's
mama
when I'm
mentality.
supposed. Yeah, that's when you're supposed to learn. In training, not when it's the real deal. Why would I go? I'm not gonna put myself out into the real deal to be like, okay, I can learn something again.
Yeah.
What the fuck? No.
I'm going into this fight.
you
You
know-
know, turn to learn.
You
to
know,
lose and learn.
let me see what I can learn. No, that's not what we're doing. You get experience points not because of what you learn. You get experience points because of you get comfortable. Now you're ready to try new things. That's the experience. People be like, oh, he has more experience. The reason he has more experience is because he's been in the cage more.
Yeah.
Why not because you're training the same thing, but you're not comfortable like he is in the cage.
Yeah.
You know, but even on that, it's like, oh, people, oh, you have to fail. Bitch, fuck you in that logic. That is me. I'm like, fuck you in that logic. Failing is such a big word. When we were kids, no one wanted to fail. Why is it accepted now?
Are there a lot of other like fighters that have that mentality too? Because I feel like a lot of them don't.
No, I don't think they. They're like, it's all right. It's okay to lose.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, it's not.
Why are you doing all this training because it's okay to lose?
Yeah.
Well, they say too, like,
We gotta
let me play
fix
devil's
this
advocate here a little. They say, like, there's fighters that, you know, had a crazy streak where they were undefeated, lost a match, and then came back from that match, like, even stronger. And it's losing in that match that made them, like, get to that next level.
Yeah,
You think that's true also? Or?
Yeah, it sometimes people need that. You know, everyone's different. That's why I say that's my mentality, because it takes a kicker for some people to like understand. Okay, you're not the best. I know I'm not the best, but I know
not
I
yet.
will be the best.
Yeah.
You know what I
Fuck
mean?
yeah.
I know I'm currently not the best. Here's the thing. This is how I like to think about it. There's levels. I honestly, like I keep saying, there's levels. I'm on this floor, and I'm going to dominate this floor, and then I'm going to move up a floor. And I'm going to dominate this floor.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to move up a floor. And then I'm going to dominate this floor. I'm not going to skip this floor and go to the next floor and get beat up. No, I'm going to dominate this one first, get my experience points, level up, dominate, get my experience points. And what happens again? You level up.
Same shit.
And then you keep going. How do you level up in a game? You get EXP points. That's
Exactly.
experience points. You know, you like
It's a simulation.
God has been simulation. You have been taught the keys your whole life. You just were not paying attention.
Or
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's true.
You just were not paying attention. I'm paying attention. Like people, you're steady trying to see what's tomorrow, bitch. You're not. You cannot worry about what's tomorrow, because you're not worrying about. You've lost and you've missed what's today. You know, we always. You know, you always hear this thing like, oh, like when I get a fighter and then I have another one set up, then I'm like, man, I can't wait to fight my next opponent. Like coaches always tell me, worry about this one.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Now, remember when I was telling you, like, that always stuck when my partner told me to remember this moment? Things like that, like, you can apply things that you hear to other facets of your life.
Yeah.
You don't have to just use it there. That makes you a simple-minded human. Don't be simple.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't be an NPC.
Don't be, oh my
Be excellent.
Don't be a fucking NPC, you bots. Okay? Okay? You know, my thing. If you see my Instagram, like, if you look at my Instagram, I'm going to tell you right now, just like what you said, don't be an NPC. What is my profile?
Don't be an NPC.
You know, it's not even don't be NPC, but read the,
Reading from Dad's Instagram.
you know?
God leading, I'm just following step by step. I'm the protagonist. God is the author.
You
But
know?
keep going.
Amen.
No, that's cool.
What?
Mark 5:36 is like, do
Yeah.
not be afraid, just believe.
Okay,
You know?
so that's exactly what you're saying.
You know?
You're on the road.
You know?
You're just
I'm just
following
like,
the road.
what is the protagonist? The protagonist, in other words, is the main. It could be the main character.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be one of these side storyline characters.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not the side. Like, I'm going to be the main character, and I'm going to be the protagonist of my story. This is your story. How are you gonna? Do you want to be the main character of your
Yeah.
story?
Bro, I'm gonna start fighting right now.
You don't. You don't. It doesn't even have to be fighting. It could be any career path
That's
that you
true.
take.
For sure.
Go at it.
Yeah.
Go at it. I'm going at this because this is what I've chosen, and this is what I prayed for. This is, if I prayed for this, then one, I brought it to God. Two, if I bring something to God, it's like, okay, please bless this for me.
Yeah.
Once I bless this for you, it's like, I'm going to you with something. He's looking at it like, okay, so are you going to actually do this? I'm going to invest in you. I'm going to invest blessings into you, grace into you, paths for you, opportunities for you. God is investing in me. How do you get an investor? You show them that you are ready to do this. You show them what return you'll give them, and you put in the work, and they see that you can be the guy that they can invest in. Like you are the one that they want. You're the one they want on their team. That's where I go. I'm like, go to God. Look, I'm training every day. God, no, I'm still doing it. Investing. No, look, hey,
Yeah.
you're that guy.
You gotta
I
prove
get
it.
You
You
know,
gotta get
I'm proving-
investment.
I'm the guy you want to invest in.
Yeah.
I'm the guy you want as your main character. I'm
Yeah.
the guy you want to star in your movie. You know,
Yeah.
that's
Fuck
how it
yeah.
is. You know, and of course, I like to I want everyone to start thinking like this.
Yeah.
You know,
And you're gonna do that by living your life,
Bro.
in that path.
That's exactly what I'm
you don't need to say anything.
Man.
Just be you.
And I hope you know what people losers losers,
Fucking NPCs.
fucking NPCs will think of me as someone who likes to talk shit. Like, oh, he's talking shit. He's so full of himself because you're a fucking loser. That's why you think that. If you were someone big, you'd be inspired and you'd be like, man, I want to go do that shit too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
Hell
people make
yeah.
excuses. People are like, nah, you
Oh.
can't. Yeah.
Do you think we talked about Gordon Ryan last week? Do you think that's why he gets shit? For you know who Gordon Ryan
He's
is?
a monster.
He's an animal.
Who's beating him?
No one's gonna
Why
beat
can't
him.
he talk shit?
Why do people give him shit for talking shit and saying I'm the best?
Bro, he is legit the best. What are you talking about? Like, he's pointing out the fact of what is now.
Mm-hmm.
He's not saying tomorrow I'm the best. He's saying I'm the best. And that's
Period.
present tense, you know? I'm the best, and that's right now.
Yeah.
We gotta get him on here.
Bro,
That's
bro.
like a goal of ours right now.
Bro, you're going to get it.
Yeah.
You're going to get
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
coming.
we are gonna get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to get it.
I'm gonna run through a brick wall after this podcast. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, you're fucking on it, man. Like, it's one of the biggest things that I do to, like, that made me carry this mindset is that I'm telling you, everything goes back to God.
Mm-hmm.
Is that when you have God at this point of your relationship, levels.
Levels.
There's levels to knowing God too.
Mm.
Yeah.
There's stage 1. Okay, I don't really know how to pray.
Yeah.
Remember, I was just telling you when I talked to you, I'm like, yeah, bro. People don't think that's praying. That's praying.
Absolutely.
What is praying? Is praying going in front of a church and telling God and using all these special words? No, bro, you're casting a spell. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You know, like, bro.
Some
how
hocus
are-
pocus.
Yeah, what are you
shit.
doing, bro? Just talk. Like, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Like,
Yeah.
praying is just another word saying I'm talking to God.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? I want to talk, you know, and it's levels to it. Like, you get levels and you realize and you know it once you're there. Like, okay, damn, man. You start getting more comfortable like you do with every part in your life.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jordan, you know Jordan Peterson?
Yeah.
So he talks about praying also as like to people that don't believe in God necessarily, and he's like, all right, you want to see how prayer applies to even if you don't believe in God? It's like, stand on the side of your bed, think about the problems that you have in your life, and now think about which ones you're willing to solve and how you might solve them, and answers are gonna come to you. So that's prayer.
Yeah.
And I can see how, like, that what you're saying is, I completely agree with you. And there's a void to be filled if you don't have that relationship.
There is that void. And then
Yeah.
people talk about, like, why are kids so suicidal nowadays? Why is everyone's rejecting God?
Yeah.
That is the biggest
It
void.
throws you into nihilism.
It
It throws you
throws you into craziness.
This is what the Watcher is on about.
Really?
Yeah, there's a specific character that's just super tangent because we were talking about it before. There's a specific character that's telling all of them, like, dude, you are fucked up and you're full of, like, guilt and shame, and your daughter and, like, your kids are becoming little shits. It's because you're, like, straying away from God and what matters and what's important. And he's like, fucking, like, look inside, you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
Pray, like, get your shit together, and then
Yeah.
your life is gonna be
because
fixed.
it leaves you with such a moral dilemma, as we talked about right now. It's like now everything goes. It's like
Yeah.
now you don't have like something to tether to.
A rock,
Exactly.
an anchor.
Exactly. Yeah. I hear
What's
that.
would you say, like, your anchor is God?
Oh, for sure.
Word.
For sure. Like, oh, that's such a great thing because I create these mental images because the best thing to do is, like, create them within your mind because your mind is that.
Is all.
You know, because what does the devil attacks your mind, you know, from, you know, or your heart, because, you know, all these things, because you think, you know, and one of the things I was thinking was that, okay, God is my anchor. I'm just a rowboat, and God is my anchor. God is a yacht anchor. God is the anchor that you would use for yachts, and I'm just a towboat
Okay.
or a rowboat. I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah.
Can you think of that?
Yeah, I think that makes
You
sense.
know, I'm not going nowhere. That huge anchor is used for yachts to keep them in place. I'm a boat, just a little bit bigger than this table, with that as my anchor. I'm going nowhere in the storms. I'm good.
Yeah.
Posted.
I am good where I am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You feel safe with
I'm
that.
safe.
Yeah.
I know that if I jump in the water, and I come back up, my boat's gonna be right there.
Yeah, it's gonna be right there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Another little tangent, but I don't know if you guys have seen this. So you prepared with Gregory RoboCop Rodriguez
Yeah, monster man.
for his last fight.
Fucking killer.
Did you guys see this? In UFC, this guy came out of a fight with the gnarliest gash you've ever seen, like this
I think I saw-
across his
Wait,
like.
we-
Eye. Look it up. Look up RoboCop UFC cut, something
Yeah,
like that.
man, just look up his
And
last fight. You'll see it's crazy.
how was training with him for his fight? Because he's
Oh.
like, that's just endurance and being a fucking dog, man.
He's a monster.
Hmm.
He's honestly he's so cool too. Like he got me after the fight. He got me like a UFC bagging shirt and stuff.
Fire.
Yeah, and I haven't used it. It's like a trophy. I was,
Dude, like
bro.
that shit, bro.
He realizes how bad the cut is right there.
Do you remember how he got that
It's
much?
insane, bro.
He got kneed in the head.
He got
Trying to go
kneed in
for
the
a
head?
yeah, going for a takedown, and Chidi goes for a kick, but you know the way you throw a proper kick and somebody goes in for a takedown, then
Oh, that was a knee.
it'll look like a knee.
But we're really made out of like fucking
There's a.
nothing. Bro. We're,
Can
like,
you go to
soft.
this one and zoom in? Because you can see like an artery, like in his. Look at that! Look at that shit, bro! Look at that shit.
Bro.
Super nasty.
And I was just
Super
showing
nasty.
him after the fight, he because I have my fourth fight that I was telling you guys about, that I won, and he was telling me, oh man, I was helping him get ready for his fight. Low key, me helping him made me like got me into mental mindset. Man, I'm going against a monster.
Steel sharpens steel,
Bro, exactly. And it's like, no one can beat me. And getting stitched up, he sends me this video.
Thank you, my man. I can't open my eyes right now, but man, this guy not strong as you, bro. I just want to say thank you for all your help, my brother. So now it's your turn, and I will be there for help you out, bro. Thank you very much, my brother. You make a part of this victory too, bro. Thank you.
While he's getting stitched.
Bro,
What a beast, dude.
I was like, I was like, I'm ready to go bite a dog in the head right now. You know, I was on it, bro. I was on it. Like after that, I went running. I went for a workout. I went crazy. But it was like, man, bro, that was cool. Like
Yeah,
that was cool,
definitely.
man. He was gashed, bro. Like
Yeah.
I mean, like not, bro. It was crazy when you seen this cut, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is scary. Like in my head, I'm like, bro, they need to stop this fight before this guy loses too much blood.
Didn't he win the fight?
He
too?
won the fight in the
Fucking
so
animal,
after
dude.
the first round that happens. First round, like middle of the first round. 2 minutes left. Boom, going at it, but he doesn't care because no, I'm not. He's the type of guy who gets hit and wants to get
Fucking
hit
some
to hit
machine.
somebody. Yeah, like I get hit and you give me power to fuck you up even more.
Yeah.
Like and getting kneed in the head was like the ultimate power up. You know, and as soon as the round ends, they're like, okay, one more hit and we're cutting the fight. First of all, UFC, fire that cut doctor because he should have stopped the fight. Fire him now. And he gets into the second round and he just starts boom, boom, bro. Man, I'm talking about he destroys this, bro. He destroys Chitty. Gets on the ground and just starts wailing, bam, 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 and just like, yo, you came from that gash on your head
Animal.
to destroying this man. Chitty's a good fighter, you know. Gregory's just great.
Fuck,
He's
man.
he's a robot. Honestly, he's a robot.
How old is he too? He's up
He's
there,
30.
right? Oh, he's 30?
30.
Oh, he looks
My
older,
bad.
I think.
Yeah, he's 30.
Does he attribute his success to acai and Jesus too?
Jesus. to
Brazilian,
God.
yeah.
Yeah.
Word.
To God.
Just God, no acai.
No, to
Okay.
God. Not Asai.
Bro,
To
when you have
God.
God on
All
your
the
side,
Brazilians
how
do
could
that
you
shit.
ever
Yeah. I think they say Deus.
Yeah, I think the Brazilians.
Yeah.
You when because like we've been talking about how you like work hard and you want God to invest in you and stuff like that. When you see someone like
Gregory?
him, yeah, like Gregory, do you look at him and you're like, I could work even harder, or does he work a lot and you're like, damn, this guy
I
showing
could
there's a
work-
next level.
So he's the next level, of course. But then I think I could work harder.
Fuck yeah.
You know?
There's more levels above
yeah.
him.
I don't idolize humans. Because why idolize something you could be?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would you idolize someone you can be? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it doesn't make sense to put someone on a pedestal like idolization if you can be on that same pedestal.
A lot of people don't realize that. I think a lot of people look at like celebrities and look at these people who've amassed like greatness.
Oh.
And you're like, you idolize them.
Yeah,
you
why?
don't. Which it's weird, and this is something that I've noticed also when we went to see when we went to the comedy show. I forgot his name once.
Duncan Trussell.
Yeah, Duncan Trussell. And it's like I had him right there in front of me, and I was like, this guy could be in a room on this podcast with me right now.
Maybe
And
he will
it's-
one day.
Yeah, it's
The
exactly.
thing, that's how you have to think. Like that's honestly, this is exactly how you have to think. And people say it's manifestation. I don't like to say that stuff. I'm not manifesting anything. I don't have power like this. But it's already in the plans.
Yep.
I can't see it, but it's already in plans.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I go through the right doors.
Dude, I think it's all the same, man. Like you see it as God, other people see it as manifesting, other people see it as the universe.
Yeah, that's exactly.
At the end of the day, it's the same. It's just you're on the path and you're trusting and you're flowing and you're just working hard and doing what you love and everything's gonna work out.
Is
It's gonna
and
be
you
good.
know, and another way to understand and to like realize where you are and to like that helped me is that you've seen rats go through mazes. Picture yourself in the place, humble yourself down and picture yourself in the place of the rat, and understand that you can only see what's in front of you. When you're wondering why this has happened to you, and you're like, and I like I said, I always think God, and I'm the scientist looking over the maze, and I know what paths to go, and I know what's the right way, and I know if you would have took the one that you wanted, you would have died.
Yeah.
If you would have took the one that you would have wanted, you would have had a horrible life.
Yeah.
You know, but you didn't get to the one that you wanted, but that was the best path for you to get to where you need to be. You know what I mean? So it's just like, okay, I know I see what's in front of me and I get it. This is probably not the right path, but God sees the end and knows what path
The bigger picture.
You know, the bigger picture. Like I don't know the big picture. If we're artists, we're just going one line at a time.
Yeah.
One stroke at a time. You know, we're not the photographer. We're not the camera lens that snaps it and you get the whole
like that.
digital.
I like
You
that.
know,
That's cool.
you don't get the whole picture.
Yeah.
We're the humans. We're not taking any shortcuts like that camera.
Yeah.
We have to brush.
Yeah.
Little by little, day
Little
by
by
day,
little.
With the
piece
picture.
by
Then the
piece.
art comes to life.
Yeah,
The way
that's
I see
beautiful.
it
Sick.
is that I'm the paintbrush and God's the artist.
Yeah.
He's just using me
Bro.
in whatever way he sees fit.
Do I want to use this color? Bro, do what you want to do, bro. I'm just chilling here, bro. And you find joy. You find like when I wake up now, like I never wanted to. Like I wake up at 6:30 every day now.
It feels good though. Do you
It
train
feels
like in the morning?
Yeah.
Best.
Bro,
Top.
I'm telling you, there's a different types of productivity you have. Like you usually hear people say, "Oh, rich people work out in the morning." I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it. You know how productive I am when I work out in the morning, bro. Like it's I work out and I have like a new look on like life. Okay, I just conquered myself. I can conquer anybody else now. Bro, I wanted to go to sleep. Yes, I'd rather sleep. I'd rather hit that snooze button. I'd rather go to sleep. Way better.
Yeah.
I would love to sleep, and then I'll be filled with regret.
Yeah, you
I
wake
feel
up
you.
at 10 and you're like, the fuck am I doing?
You know the day's gone.
Yeah.
bitch.
At 10, yeah, it's so late.
Damn. Bro, I woke up at 11 and we had planned this for 1:30. We started like at 2:15 maybe. And I texted them. I'm like, guys, I'm going to be a little late. I'm like, dude, that's why I don't sleep in.
Yeah.
Half your day's wasted already.
Yeah.
You know, it's like horrible.
But do you think it's something in you that you think you have this propensity to work, or it just like it sucks and you just gotta do it? Like you're just like, I don't care. I don't want to wake up at 6 a.m. and it's something that you learned because of the goals that you want to achieve. Is that what motivates you to do it?
I used to ask because I didn't know what it meant, what it was, and then I heard it saying, and I know you guys probably heard it because it was like on the meme, like all the reels, and it was like, life sucks. Life sucks, right? Life sucks. Either whatever you take, life sucks. But either you can be rich and it sucks, or you could be poor and it sucks.
Yeah.
Both has its problems.
Yeah.
But I'd rather have problems while having money.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
You know? I'd rather have problems with money in my bank, because not having money in your bank gives you more problems.
Yeah, that should be enough
That's
for a reason.
extra stress in your brain.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And And with that saying, it was like, that's exactly how I feel. And I don't want to work. I don't want to work. My parents were working. Okay, they were well, not really, not right now. But you know, they were, as growing up, you see your parents working, and you're like, damn. You don't really think about it. But one thing I was as a kid, don't worry, as I always thought, like, how do people feel? Like, always trying to get the perspective of other people's minds as a child. Like, you know, you always wanted to see, like, how does that kid feel, man? How does that kid live his life right now? You know? And I always thought the same thing for my family. My parents is like, damn, they're working hard. I'm living my carefree life as a kid, riding my bike, seeing the neighborhood with my friends, everything like that. And I was like, you know what? Mom told me, sacrifice your time now, live the life you want later. And I listened.
That's true.
You're also making an investment.
You know, yeah, and if you hear all the rich people, they don't say their best lives were in their 20s.
No. That was their worst lives of it.
You know, that's when they made the mistakes, everything, because they wanted to party. And now they had to catch up. I'm not playing catch up. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I'm just going to stay ahead of the game.
Yeah.
You know, stay ahead. Why play catch up?
Yeah. Because you gotta work a lot.
I have two more questions for you. The first is, what advice would you get? Obviously, you're 24. You're not that much older than us. But what advice would you give to someone that's maybe our age, within 2-3 years of us, that's starting to figure out life?
Like I was saying, you can only see what's in front of you. So be patient. You can only see what's in front of you. So be patient and worry about today.
Word. One step at a time.
One step. Honestly, you can only worry about today. You try to run, you run into a wall. Why? Just relax. Take a stroll. Enjoy the scenery. Enjoy life. You're going to miss something. Then you're gonna look back on it and be like, damn. I'm enjoying life now, and I'm going to enjoy it because everything. What do you hear old people say? It goes like this. If one you don't believe God and you hear life goes like this, that should be scary as fuck to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That should be a wake up call.
Yeah.
That should be
100%.
that should be the wake up call. That means, bro, if I only get one life, which is the biggest thing, we only get one life.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen after this. Why the hell would I not try to enjoy every waking moment of it?
Yeah, that's where people who don't believe in God need to get.
You know, where is your joy though, if you don't believe in God?
Well, I
God.
mean I guess it's not even about. It's like if you don't believe it and you only have one life, it's like you have no other time to do the things that you want to do. You have to do.
You have to do it now.
Yeah.
So that's when I say, like, you know, just one step at a time. Be patient. And we are young. We are young.
So young.
We
man.
are
It's
young.
awesome.
Let's enjoy being young. Let's enjoy being young. But the way you enjoy being young is doing what only young people could do. Wake up early, stay up late, and wake up early again. You can only do that because you're young.
Yeah.
Old people say it all the time. Man, I can't stay up and wake up early like I used to. I can't go out partying like I used to wake up in the morning. You know, we're young because we could do that. So use that time wisely. You know, work for you at some point. You know, work for you and developing you, so that you can be who you want to be. You don't have to be rich. If you don't want to be rich, you don't have to be rich. I want to be rich. I want my family to. I want to be wealthy. I should say. I want my family and generations beyond me to be good. You know,
For sure.
and that's why I'm sacrificing now for getting money, start my own business, of course, but creating this thing for me, creating this thing for me, creating this thing for me, whatever. Because I don't know what tomorrow is, but right now I want to be the best in the world.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what tomorrow will be.
Right?
Yeah.
It is.
It's an elite mindset.
And then my other question was, I went to your Instagram and I scrolled and scrolled and scrolled. And in 2013, this was your first picture ever on Instagram. In 2013, you posted a picture that said, "One day, I will honestly be able to say I made it." What do you think you are now, looking back on it 9 years later?
Wow, that's cool. I didn't know that I still had that.
Maybe it's kind of weird, but I
No,
was
that's
looking,
awesome, bro. That's
I was looking
awesome.
for stuff to talk to you about and shit. That's where I found like the Gregory and the fights you've had and
I
shit.
like
So
that.
I got to the bottom. What do you think of that picture looking back from 9 years ago?
I don't know. I'm not. I would say I have made it because of the mindset that I have now.
Facts.
Nice.
I would say I made it because of the mindset. because of the mindset I have now, I have already made it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
already rich. I already know that it's going to be me. Like, I'm telling you, I know it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know it. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like people say, you know what happens? You know what? You know, you do all these things. I just made a post. Like, you say all these things, you wish it, and it's a dream. Bro, when does it turn into destiny? When does it become something that's going to
Yeah.
happen?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now, for me, it's not a dream anymore. It's destiny. It's going to happen.
Yeah. I'm thinking
You
of it
know?
as like
I don't know when,
you
but
did
it will.
you did all the math, you did all the stuff on a good investment, and you put the money in, and now you just gotta wait until
Yeah,
the
I gotta
return
wait
is
till the
coming.
return comes. Yeah, exactly. Reap what you sow.
That's
right?
sick. I didn't expect you to say that. I thought you would say something like, you know, I'm working there day by day. I'll get there eventually. But it's sick. I think that you say, dude, I'm already there. I have the mindset now. It's just I just gotta put in the work
Yeah.
that's left.
I got chills from that.
And we're donezo, man.
Just, bro, I'm telling you, everything is mental. Because what
Amen.
what happens if you don't have a good mental state? You don't want to do anything. And everything's mental, man.
Yeah.
If you have the right mindset, then you can. Even if you're not on top of the world, you can feel like you're on top of the world. And then people look at that guy and be like, "Man, is that guy delusional?" But I look at that guy and I'm like, I'm inspired by that guy. You know, is that guy delusional? No. You're
Goggins.
delusional. Look at him. He's on top of the world.
Well, he's delusional because he doesn't follow what everyone
You know,
else says.
he's not in your box.
Yeah.
He's not in your simulation.
Yeah.
You know?
There's levels.
He's out the matrix.
He's out of it.
Yeah.
He's out of it and he's living his shit, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Bro, how much are we at?
An hour 20.
This is a
Bro,
big
I
one,
think
yeah.
this was a great podcast, and I
Yeah.
think we should all try
Thanks,
and exit the matrix and
Exit that motherfucker.
exit it and just become a little delusional.
And not be NPCs.
Not be NPCs and become that main character, man.
Yeah.
Main character. And
Yeah.
don't write your own story because we're our own worst enemies. Don't write your story. Give it to someone else. Give it to God.
I love that.
Dad, is there anything else you want to say to the wonderful people of the internet?
Thank you for listening to me. I hope you listen to it all. And listen, take your
If-
time.
If you listen to it all, text him so he'll know who the real ones are.
Yeah, let
Give him a
me
follow. Give him a
know
follow.
that you listen to it all, and I'd love to chat it up with you too. If you want to help, just live your day by day and just be happy in the moment. Be happy, joyful in the moment because you don't know when it's gonna be gone. Just be happy in the moment. Be like, you know what, I'm going to enjoy today because maybe I'll get it tomorrow. But if I don't get it tomorrow, I at least know that I enjoyed my last day.
Yeah.
You know?
Beautiful. I think that's a great message, and I hope people actually listen to that.
Thank you for joining, brother.
Thank you guys
This was
for all.
awesome.
Thank you,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Apes out.